Hello, good morning, guys. Almost good afternoon. So I'm going to do a full body workout. However, it's going to be split into two parts. I'm going to start with the lower body half, and then we'll do that one time. I'm going to do it one time. You can do it more than once. I recommend 2 to 4 rounds on all of these. And then I'll do the second part, which is the upper body part. What I'm going to be using are bands, the long bands, a body ball, but it's not necessary, not like an absolute, because I'm going to show you how to do it without the body ball, and a kettlebell, and I think that's about it. You could use a dumbbell instead of a kettlebell. Most of these, if you don't have any of that stuff, you should be able to do body weight. I'll try to show you all the ways that you can do it. What I'm going to do first is show you go through the exercises so you can see what you're going to be doing, get prepared, and then I'll go through one round of it with you. And then I'll go on to the next part, okay? So you guys, again, can do this more than one time, and I recommend you do it 2 to 4 rounds at least, okay? So we're going to start with lower body. It is going to start, I'm going to show you the exercises first. You're going to need a band, and you're also going to need something to secure it too. We're going to start with a kneeling banded hip thrust, and then going into a jump squat from there. All right, so from here, you're going to put the band right around your hips, on your hip bone. Okay, right there. You're going to step out so that you have that resistance on the band. The first exercise is going back onto your legs, sitting back onto your legs, and then coming up, squeezing your glutes. So it's like the hip thrust you do when you're laying on the ground with your feet up on a bench, except you're kneeling and you're using the band for resistance. Same movement, you're working the same muscles, just a different way to do it and change things up, okay? So that's first. We're going to do 20 of those. From there, we're going to do, from the kneeling position, you're going to do a stand up into a jump squat, go back down, go up with the other leg, jump up, down. So we're alternating, coming up on each leg and then doing a little jump squat. We're doing that 10 times right after doing the hip thrust. You could do it with the band. I'll show you, actually, let me just show you. If you decide you want to stay in the band, it is a little harder because that band is going to push you back, right? So you're going to come up one leg, the other leg, jump out so that the band doesn't pull you back, and then go back down to your legs. Alternate with the other leg, jump up and out, and go back down. Okay, so if you're staying in the band, the key is to jump out away from the band so that that band doesn't push you back when you just jump up. The second part is a single leg split squat. You're going to have the band again. This band is going to go around one leg, and you're going to pull it up, all the way up into your like groin, around that hip, okay? You're going to have it there. That leg is stationary. You're going to stand away from the band so that you have resistance. You're going to go back into a reverse lunge and then stand up and squeeze your glute. You should be feeling the work mainly on the leg where the band is attached to. Going down into that lunge and then standing up, squeezing your leg and your glute hip forward. So you really engage your glutes, right? That's the first part. We're going to do 10 on each side. From there, we're going to put the band around our hip, right? After we do 10 and 10, we're going to put the band around our hip. We're going to start with that one leg out forward. Same movement, except we come up from a lunge, step up, knee, jump. Okay, we're going to do 10 on each side as well. Lunge back, step forward, knee, jump. Okay, so it looks like that. You're going to do 10 on each side. The next one is going to be a banded good morning. Band of good morning. You're gonna put first, you're gonna need the band to be kind of around the upper part of your shoulders rather than not on your neck. Right around the upper part of your shoulders. Of your back, around your shoulders. And you're gonna step into it. I have a pretty the band is pretty high resistance, so it pulls me down. But from here, you're gonna stand up and you're doing that same movement that you do with the good morning. Butt goes back, back stays straight, right here, and then squeeze. Try to keep your back straight and don't let this band round your back like this, right? Engage your shoulders, shoulder blades back, back stays straight, hip goes back, and then you stand up by squeezing the glutes, okay? And this, if it's around your shoulders the right way, it will not hurt your neck. From there, from the good mornings, we're gonna do a plank squat. We're gonna do 20, then we're gonna do plank, and then jump up into a squat, stay in the squat, go back down. Okay? If you can't do it jumping up, then you're gonna step it back. Step it in, go into that squat position. Step it back, step it in, squat, okay? So you can eliminate that jump from it. The last part is a banded leg curl. Banded leg curl with and then a kettlebell swing. All right, so you're gonna put your feet, again, the band is attached to something stable. You're gonna lay down on the floor. You're gonna have your band around your feet, ankles, and you're pulling that band up. You're pulling your feet towards your butt, right? And that's where we're working our hamstrings. And then from there, we're gonna do a kettlebell swing. You have a kettlebell, you use that. We're going 20. Or if you have a dumbbell, then you use the dumbbell. Hold it by the bell part, right? And then you're swinging the dumbbell, okay? That's the first part. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go through it once so that you see it, right? Kneeling bend hip thrust is first. All right, I'm trying to give you guys variety because I know being at home and doing these workouts kind of get boring, or you tend to do like the same things. And although these are kind of like the same movements that we've been doing, they're done a little differently so that you can get, engage different muscles, different stabilizing muscles in the movements, and also just to kind of do something different, right? All right, so we're gonna start with the 20 kneeling band hip thrust. Band attached to something around your hips, and you're away from the band so that you have resistance. You're gonna kneel back and squeeze. Hold it for a couple seconds, go back down. Squeeze. Make sure you're using your glutes for this. You might wanna have a mat under you so that your knees don't hurt if you have like tile or something. We're gonna do 20, this is 8, I think. 9, 10, 11, I really feel that already. Right in the glutes, 12, 13, 14, 15, come on guys, 5 more, 16, 17, 18, 19, one more time, and 20. All right, my glutes are on fire. Okay, from there, we're gonna do that stand to a jump squat. I'm gonna show you with the band first. We're only doing 10, and then I'll show you without the band. So you're standing up right here, other leg, jump up and away, then back down. Now we're standing up with the other leg. 2, 3, 4, You should feel that resistance. 5, right? Without the bend, you're just doing the same thing right here. 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, this leg, and 10. Okay, that was the first exercise, first superset. Now, we're gonna move on. Sorry, let me put my little thingy thing here. We're moving on now. Split squat with the band. We're gonna do one leg first, then the other. Again, the band is gonna be attached to something that is stable, that's not gonna move, and you're gonna pull this band up by your hip into your groin. Right, so it's one leg is stationary, the other leg is sliding back into a reverse lunge, and then coming forward and squeezing that one glute, the one leg that's stationary. We're doing 10 on this side. 2, 3, good. 4, try to keep that knee over your, well, it's gonna go forward a little bit, just try not to go way past your toes. 4, 5, you're taking a wide step back. 6, really squeezing forward, hip forward. 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Now the other side. Right here. Now the right leg is stationary. Left leg goes back. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3. If you need something to hold on to, you can have a chair in front of you. 5. Come on, guys. 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Now, the band is gonna go around our hips. Now we're gonna do a lunge knee hop. Right, I know it sounds like a lot, but band is around the hip. We're gonna step back with that right leg, step forward, knee, jump. Go back again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, guys. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, we're gonna step back with the left leg. From here, we're stepping back, reverse lunge, step forward, right knee, hop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So left leg goes back, reverse lunge, step forward, right knee, hop. 7, 8, 9, last one, guys, and 10. That one takes a little coordination. It may take you a minute to kind of get into a rhythm. That was exercise number 2, the second superset. Now we're moving on to a banded good morning. Okay, again, the band is gonna go around your shoulders, upper back, right here. Now, if you don't have a band, you can do most of these without a band. A split lunge, just do it without a band, just hold the dumbbell. You know, this right here, you would be doing this, holding dumbbells. And then the jumping part, just doing the jumping without the band resistance. The hip thrust, you can do laying down how we normally do, pushing up off the floor. Your feet can be elevated on a bench. And then the stand to from kneeling stand to jump squat. You can do that without bands as well, okay? Now, the good morning, if you don't have a band, then you can do a traditional like a deadlift with either dumbbells or kettlebell, right? Instead of using the band. Again, a lot of these movements are stuff just to kind of change things up. Right, so you're in this position, you're gonna straighten the legs out, back is straight, butt is back, and we're standing up against that band resistance. 2, 3, 4, keep that back nice and straight. Squeeze the glutes. 5, you should feel a little stretch in the hamstrings. 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 11, 12, 13, 14, squeeze guys, squeeze. 15, 16, 17, this is all glutes and some lower back as well. But remember, these muscles are attached. It shouldn't be sharp pain, but you should feel some burning in the lower back and your glutes. Let's do 2 more. I lost count. 1 and 2, 20. Now, to get out of it, from here, we're doing a plank squat. Plank, jumping into a squat for 10. We're starting here. Tucked in tailbone, belly button pulled into your back. Back is straight, shoulders, shoulder blades engaged, shoulder blades engaged. From here, we're jumping in, rotating the hip down so that we're in a squat, and then come back down, jump back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you gotta walk it in, right here, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Okay. Last superset is going to be that laying leg curl. If you don't have a band, then you can do a Nordic curl. Okay, so if you don't have the band, a Nordic curl is when you hook your feet under something that's going to hold you. Let's say your couch or something that's not going to move or flip over on top of you. From here, you're going to lean forward. As you lean forward, this is what's holding you from falling to the floor, and it's what's going to help you come up. So it's your hamstrings, right? Try to stay as straight as possible. You're going down, down, down. Put your arms out in front to catch you. And then you can push up, but don't like push yourself up that way. I want you to use your hamstrings, not your chest, to get you back up. You're going down. I slowly touch the floor, softly push up, but really use my hamstrings to get me back into this position. So you can do these instead of the laying leg curls. I'm going to do these. I did those yesterday in my hamstrings. I'd be burning anyway. Okay, so we're going to do 20 of these and then 20 kettlebell swings. Let's start. 1, your feet should be just hip width apart, and you should be flexing your feet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try to touch your butt. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Let's go straight into that kettlebell swing. Right here. Dumbbell, kettlebell in front. Same thing, hip goes back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those hamstrings are on fire now. So you should be feeling hamstrings and glutes. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, this is not an arm workout. It is your hips and glutes that is driving your arms up and forward. 17, 18, 19, one more, and 20. Okay, so that was the lower body workout. You can do that again. Just go through the whole thing like I did. Or if you want to do 2 to 4 rounds each little block, then you can do it that way as well. Whatever works for you. I'm going to move on to the upper body. So this is going to be a little bit a longer video. But that was the lower portion, the lower half portion. You don't have to do both of these today. You can do the lower half today, tomorrow, do this upper body part, okay? So, for upper body, we are going to be using a body ball. We're not using the bands. Body ball. If you don't have a body ball, it's okay. You're still going to be able to do it. I'm going to use this yoga block for one of the exercises. If you don't have it, it's okay. You don't have to have it. And really, that's it. Those are the only 2 things that I'm going to be using for the upper body portion. And if you don't have those things, like I said, you can still do it. So I'm going to go through it again. It is going to be 4 exercises, but they're also going to be incorporating core. So we're doing upper body, kind of like a chest core, chest, shoulders, core. The first part, it's a body ball push-up with an ab curl. All right, so that is going to look like this. We're going to do 20. I'm going to go through all of them first, and then we'll do it one time. Feet are on the ball. You're going to do a push-up and then a leg curl. So when you bring the ball in, it's like a knee tuck. Go back out, go back down into that push-up, knee tuck. Okay, now, if you don't have the ball, you can do it from the knee. You can do it from your toes. Push up, knee, knee. Push up, knee, knee. Right? Or from your knees, right here, same thing. You're just doing this from your knees. Okay, so you have 3 options there. With the body ball, without the body ball, and a beginner version. Okay, next one is the elevated crossover push-up. Now, I am using this block, yoga block, for the elevated part. You can use a pan. You can use a dumbbell, I guess, the handle of the dumbbell, something that you can have an uneven, one arm is going to be elevated on, okay? What you're going to do, your hands are going to be kind of close together, so it's going to be more of a tricep push-up. You're going to be here, you're going to go down into that push-up, come up, rotate to the side, go onto your side, arm goes out, opposite knee to the elbow, back down. Tricep push-up, go onto your side, get that push, that cross, that's where the crossover comes in. It's like you're pushing, getting a little bit more of more range of motion in that squeeze, in the contraction. Like squeezing right there, going into that side plank, and then doing the knee tuck. If you don't have this, you can do it from your knees, right here, down, same thing, go onto your knees, cross over, except here, the outer leg is the one that comes up, not the opposite, same side, if you're doing it from the knees. It'll look like this. If you're doing it from your toes, it'll look opposite knee, okay? Next is going to be body ball with the pike. So like the first one, your feet are on the ball, your shins. You're right here. You're gonna do a pike, and then go back out. That didn't look good. Okay, let's do a pike, push up, then back out. Pike, push up, then back out. Okay, so this is a little bit more of a shoulder workout. That hurts me because of my shoulder thing. So I'm not gonna do that one on the ball. That one is more, that's the more advanced version. If you're doing it here from your hands, you're jumping your feet in, doing that push up, and then jumping it out. Jump in, push up, and jump out. That's the one I'm gonna do because I don't have that stability so good with my shoulder. Anyway, the last part is a bear push up and then a bear crawl. So you're gonna start tabletop position, hands are under your shoulders. You're gonna lift your knees up. From here, you're gonna do a little push up with your knees elevated. It's called a bear push up. You're gonna do 10 of those, and then we're gonna do walking bear crawl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then reverse it. So we're gonna do 20 steps. I'm gonna go back and forth because that's all I got. If you got a long hallway and you wanna just go down the hallway, go for it, take 20 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, blah, blah, blah. All right, we're starting. First part. I'm gonna go through it one time with you all, okay? Let me see, what time we got? Yeah, we should be done in about 10 minutes. All right, let's start with a push-up and an ab curl. We're doing 20. You're gonna be either here, remember here for beginner, or from your toes. All right, let's start. Ready? Let's go. Push up, knee curl. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For knee. 7, 8, 9. One more, and 10. I know I got 10 more. That got hard. We're gonna do 10 more. I'm gonna do them from without the ball. Right here. Knee, knee. 2, push up. Knee, knee. 3, 4, 5. Holy moly. Come on, guys. 5 more. Right here. Push up. Knee, knee. 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. And 10. It's okay to start at one level and go down to another level if you have to. Just get through the 20 reps, okay? Now, the next part is that crossover push-up with a side plank. We're doing 10 on each side. So I'm gonna show you. Your hands are a little bit close together, about like that, and they're bending back, more of a tricep push-up. You're gonna be on your toes, in plank, go down into that push-up, turn onto your side, arm goes up, opposite knee. 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're doing it from your knees, guys, right here, knee, except the outer leg is what comes up. 1, sorry, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Other side, guys. All right, I'm gonna start from the toes. Halfway, I'm gonna switch to my knees, okay? All right, guys, let's do this. Ready? Push up, arm out, opposite knee. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. I don't know about you, but I'm sweating. Next one, body ball pike. I'm not even gonna do it on the body ball, but if you're more advanced and you got the strength, you're gonna have your feet up on the body ball. You're gonna go into that pike, shoulder press, push up, and then back out. We're doing that 20 times. I'm doing it with a hiccup. So from the toes, right here, we're gonna jump in, shoulder press, and back out. 1, I mean a shoulder push up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now we got 10 more. Another version that we've done this before from your knees is you're back here, go forward, push back, and then jump it in. Takes a little longer, but you get the same effect. So your arms are out in front of you a little bit more, and you're pushing more of a backward motion rather than straight up. Right here, forward, back, onto your toes, jump it in, right? I'm gonna do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, Jesus. Last one. Bear push-up with a bear crawl. This is harder than what it looks, and it's actually the hardest one for me. So we're gonna do 10 bear push-ups and then 20 bear crawls, okay? So I'm gonna start with this end here, doing 10 and then 20, right? Tabletop, hands are right under your shoulders. You're gonna lift your knees up. From here, you're gonna do push-up. 1, 2, 3, 4. You wanna hold your belly button in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh. Bear crawl, guys. 20 steps. 1, opposite arm, opposite leg goes forward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, little steps. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. That was it. So you're gonna do this 2 to 4 rounds. Again, you can do it like I did it, all the way through, and then do it again, or you can do each little block of 2 or each block 2 to 4 rounds. All right, love you guys. I hope you guys do this. If you like it, let me know. I will make as many as I can for you guys. And yeah, that's it. I gotta go. Love you guys. Bye.